Aldo Leopold, an environmentalist and a hunter, once wrote, "There are some who can live without wild things, and some who cannot." This is Roxy. She's an old black lab who's recently become blind in one eye, and she's about to go on her last duck hunt before retirement. She is with Nick, her human and hunting buddy. And if you are like these two and me, then you cannot live without the wild things of the outdoors. They've kindly invited me to join them on Roxy's last hunt, of which is also my first hunt for wild game. Although for today, any shots taken by me will be with my cameras, capturing the experience of Roxy on this adventure. It's okay, girl. Today is opening day of duck season in Wisconsin. The sun is yet to rise, and we are taking a boat to another spot of land on this lake that we can legally shoot from. And a spot, as Nick and Roxy both hope, attracts some ducks for a nice future dinner. So behind me, that's Nick and Roxy setting up those decoys. And then we have to wait till a legal sunrise until any shots can be fired by Nick. And Roxy, of course, can go do her job. But she's enjoying being out there with Nick, I'll tell you what. So Roxy and Nick have found the spot they got. Their ducks are out there. I need to be quiet now. And we wait for legal shooting time. Right, girl? After the decoys are set up, it all becomes a waiting game. So what's Roxy's job for this hunt?
Well, hopefully pick up some birds.
Yeah, she's an old timer, right?
Yeah, 10 years old. Going on 11.
She's blind in one eye.
Yeah, a few weeks ago she had a pretty nasty eye infection. And,
There's gunshot everywhere.
yeah, everybody else is shooting but us. But, she had a real nasty eye infection. And, for whatever reason, it clouded her right eye over and she can't see out of it anymore. We're struggling this morning to have any kind of wind whatsoever. And you really want some wind when you're duck hunting. You don't want it to be too light or too heavy, but you want some wind to give some movement to the decoys. And so you can set up favorably. You want the birds to try to land into the wind on you. There's just no wind right now. We got like 1 to 2 mile an hour light variable winds all morning, so about as poor conditions as you can ask for wind-wise.
We are surrounded by a cacophony of echoing gunshots from the lakes around us. But we haven't seen even a single duck. Besides our decoys, of course. I've always admired the great symbiosis between mankind and dogs. And besides the help Roxy can provide during a hunt, the greatest mutualism shared by these two is that of companionship. Each of them is finding comfort in the other's presence. A few scratches here and there reinforce their strong bond. While Nick's patience is quite impressive, and a reason why he is an astute hunter, Roxy's early excitement and mostly admirable patience has now become an anxious boredom. She does a bit of wandering around this island to explore nature, before eventually returning to her human's call.
What are you doing, hon? I know. You're bored. You're bored. I'm bored too. It's okay. Yeah, you'll be okay.
Some more bonding time reveals a tick on Roxy,
Yeah.
and we still haven't seen a single duck.
It happens, doggy.
I've been amazed with Roxy's discontent that she hasn't been able to do her job. She has been so eager to retrieve a duck, to do her part in the pack. But alas, the ducks on this morning have been on other bodies of water. It's just time to go home. For me, just being in the woods is reward enough. My mind finds great relaxation in these settings. And I believe Nick and Roxy both feel the same, even though their hunt didn't turn out quite as they would have hoped. An early retirement won't be so bad for Roxy. She can tap into her youthfulness by playing with the next generation of hunting dogs. And she can still have her explorative adventures in the woods, interacting with all the wild things. Subscribing is free. There's plenty more Koaw Nature coming in 2019. I appreciate you watching, and a big thanks to Nick and Roxy for letting me tag along on that hunt. Keep loving the beautiful chaos of nature.